Alam mo yung reservoir? Google mo, French yun. Parang reserves, reservoir. But they use it in English too. A good self-care routine is like a good set of armor, allowing you to endure the challenges of life with greater ease. So think of that armor, right? You're taking care of yourself, which means your immune system is stronger. You make sure your car is clean, waxed to protect you from, to protect the paint from, the harsh sun. Making sure wheel alignment, tire balance, and all that stuff, so it's very efficient, goes straight. Think of your self-care routine the same way. Think of your health the same way. All right? If you are the breadwinner, if you have a lot of work to do, if you have a big social life, you have to really take care of yourself so that you can push your limits and do what you have to do. So the first core principle is balance, which is not an end state. It is an ongoing, constantly changing process. Balance is making sure that day by day aspects of your life aren't being neglected. The second core principle of a self-care plan involves setting boundaries. The foundation of setting boundaries is knowing when to say no to other people and to yourself. One thing I learned recently about saying no is your yes doesn't mean much if you don't know how to say no. And every time you say yes to the little things like having a drink, eating chocolate, sleeping late at night, all those little things basically is saying they're adding up and it's a big no to your goals. Let's say fitness. You're doing all these little cheat snacks or, staying up late, waking up extra early so you can just get back to work so you lack sleep, not exercising or skipping a workout. These little yeses to, the cheating is a big no to your ultimate fitness goal. Remember that. And when I realized that and visualized that, it made a lot of sense. And you don't want to reinforce those little bad habits because it turns to a big bad lifestyle. The third principle is that a good self-care plan should keep your energy reserves full. A lack of balance and boundaries can drain your energy reserves. So looking at self-care in terms of energy reserves is the simplest way to make sure you are giving yourself that care you deserve. When you take care of your energy reserves, the first and second, which is balance and boundaries, when you don't follow principle 1 and 2, which is balance and boundaries respectively, it drains your energy reserves. But if you follow the third, then you have the reserves to push, right? Then obviously the reserves go down, you make sure that you take care of yourself again so the reserves go back up, and obviously have that balance and boundaries to prevent tapping into the reserves, the reservoir. Next thing is, our self-worth is reflective in the lack of our self-care routine. This is so true, right? Our self-worth is reflective in the lack of our self-care routine. Ano yung ibig sabihin niya? Pag kulang yung self-care routine mo, if you don't exercise, if you don't eat clean, if you don't get enough sleep, then it shows to me that your self-care or your self-respect, then it shows to me that your self-respect is not there. Because if you respected your car, you would wax it, you'd shampoo it, whatever. You do the whole works. If you didn't respect your car because it's old and clunky, no wax, no tire balance, whatever, you just drive it to the ground. It's the same thing with your body. If you don't have a self-care routine, it shows to me, and I hope you see this. I'm not trying to shame you or anything, I'm trying to enlighten you. It shows that you have a lack of self-respect. You have to take care of your body. Self-care isn't time-consuming. It's like a visit to the mechanic. It keeps your tank full for when you need to push. Oh, I really like this. Self-care isn't time-consuming. Totoo naman eh. Yes, obviously you'll require time, pero it gives you so much time back. All right? Remember that. Pag sinabi mo wala akong time, hindi totoo yun. You have to make time. You carve out time. And then eventually you'll get more time back. Kasi mas maganda yung tulog mo. You think better, so you're more productive. Mas maganda yung energy mo. People would want to be around you more. So yun. Pangalawa, it's like a visit to the mechanic, right? So every time you do ito ang tawag ng PMS, preventive maintenance services, like an oil change, tire alignment, wheel balance, putting WD-40, whatever it is, wax so that you protect the paint. Ganun din siya. It requires time, but in the long run, it saves you time. Investment po siya. So please, please, please invest in your body. And I hope you see that you're not spending time and taking away time on other more important or time where you mas gusto mong ilagay yung time mo, like partying or whatever it may be. You're putting time on health so that you can party more or better, higher quality, or you can work better, or you can spend time with your family. I hope that makes sense. All right, so hopefully you learned a few things here. This is your Konya coach, Jose Villablanca, teaching you about lifestyle, fitness, and even sales coaching. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned a few things here.